This is 3rd down and 6. Now it's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb, and he'll
up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They give to Chubb out of the gun, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Watson now to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. An opening for Chubb on 1st down as he dashes forward for about 7. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one. Watson on 3rd down. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. Touchdown! 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. They go play action with Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And what would the dime look that time on defense? Just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game and you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's got some space here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They are going for it. Here's Watson. He's going to air one out. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. (21-3) is your score after 1. For the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson buying time to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Jackson now. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Partner, like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
On 3rd down, Jackson being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They begin this drive with Chubb. They find some open field here. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The big play has him all the way out near. A run for Nick Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And that is taken in by Njoku. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Watson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. This is caught. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson. 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Prater for the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action now. Jackson on the move to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
steps away to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Touchdown, Browns. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Browns are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Forced out to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Mike 42. Big stop, G. Big stop. Yo. Stop, Mike 42. Mike 42. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Throw.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Strong right. Even. 4 down. Even.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew who he was when he decided to take off and go. They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started.
They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Off of play action, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Big hole up the middle, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are pouring it on. Prater for the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
132 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Being chased out left. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you? And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Aaron Donald able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Flush to his right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a 1st down.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And some space here. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 28. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Malik Harrison on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Handoff comes to Chubb. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz there to make the grab. And the Browns are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Prater for the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Grant Delpit, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On first down, Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz there to make the grab. And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the front.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Prater on to add the extra point. Just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Just 2 minutes remaining in a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2nd and 1 from the 2. And Watson's going to throw it here. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Julio Jones once again the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Hey, we gotta snap it. We gotta snap it.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Prater to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because Vic.
And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Prater for the extra point. And the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right back to Dobbins on first. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.